Well, guys, we're going to be jumping into another ride along with Dan the Fireman. By the way, we have DDFM crew glove holders on pre-order. You might want to grab one. Love keeping my gloves there. But yeah, we're going to be going around and riding and talking about the MTC Awareness Stages, and we're going to be planning our ride. So you're going to go ahead and ride with me, and we're going to go ahead and see how everything goes. Before we head out on the road, I want to do a quick shout out to all the sponsors that we currently have. We have Cardo using the Cardo Pack Talk Edge. We have Quad Lock where my phone is attached. We got True Classic Tees. I got my little uniform underneath. You can't really see it. Voss helmets, of course. Great motorcycle helmets. So quick shout out to them if you want to check them out. Links are in the description for some discounts, and it's affiliate stuff, and you're going to be helping me out just by clicking that link. No extra cost. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this. What we're going to be doing. Also Fly Eyes. They're not a sponsor yet, but I like their stuff, the glasses. Anyways, what we're going to be doing is going through the MTC Awareness Stages. The goal is to not be in white stage. If you guys know what that is, that's great. If not, we talk about it all the time on this channel. So there's white, yellow, orange, red, and brown. Right now we're coming up to an intersection. I should be in orange stage, covering my brakes, kind of slowing it down. It's the crest of the hill. And so what orange stage really is just kind of being prepared. You found that hazardous situation. So positioning for safety, you know, I'm in a good position, good line of sight, space cushions, 360 situation awareness, I got escape routes, perfect. Locating hazardous situations, we have intersections, lighted intersections, possible left turners. Like right here, we have a possible left turner. I'm gonna go ahead and position myself for safety because you never know. And so now we're over here. So that's kind of what we're doing here. So we got a side of the vehicle. We got another one coming up right here. I'm going to go ahead and present myself. Yeah, you slammed those brakes, didn't you? We're always locating hazardous situations. Orange stage. I'm trying to talk as quick as this happens, and I know some of you guys are new to this channel. It's kind of awkward, but we do watch some live streams, and we witness a lot of failures and a lot of actually good stuff. So I wanted to show you guys what it looked like while I am riding myself. Okay, making sure they see me. I got chipmunk cheeks, so it's actually kind of hard to speak. This is a brand new Voss helmet. And then we're gonna navigate active threats. So we assess the solution. We see somebody pulling out like that person. I'm gonna swerve to the right. I'm gonna get myself out of here and do that. So when you position for safety, like I said, you have good line of sight. I can see far. Space cushions to the front and to the sides. How do you do that? 360 situation awareness. You're constantly checking your mirrors, checking your blind spots. I know for a fact that there's no one behind me because of my mirrors. Blind spots I've already checked. I'm prepped and ready, so if somebody did pull out, I don't have to look first. I could just go. And that's the point. You want to be predictable. Motorcycles and cars are predictable. Motorcyclists, not really. So you want to be predictable. I'm going to position myself a little bit here. Arizona just passed the lane filtering law, but you know what? I don't need to because I got an open lane. Coming up to here, it's orange stage. I am concerned about anybody rear-ending me, so what I'm doing is positioning once again. I'm going to position more into like a lane filtering position because I'm hoping if they see me last second because of their white stage, they're going to swerve right. Who knows? And that's part of being a smart rider is that you are acquiring and using personal protective equipment. So as you can tell, I have full gear, helmet to tippity toes and tippity fingers. Full gear. Link in the description for that too. Revzilla has some beginner gear on their list. So my plan was actually to kind of get rid of all the yellow stages because that's where you're typically in. You're zoned in, you are prepped and ready, but you're actively seeking and recognizing and understanding hazardous situations. You are looking for it, and then when you get into here, so I'm yellow stage, orange stage, because I have located a hazardous situation, and I'm orange, yellow stage. So here is the typical thing. I'm in yellow stage until I find that uncommon thing. During the live streams, we see quite a bit of some of the same patterns. Okay, so we have like an open lane, big stack of vehicles. Right now, there's no stack of vehicles, so I don't see that pattern. Side of the vehicle, that's a possible path of travel violation, typically happens at intersections like here. You can tell it's an intersection because of the road signs, and you can also tell because of the lights. You also have merging issues. So, you know, somebody side by side with me, if I'm in their blind spot, they can merge into me. I try to keep myself out of it. This is one of those problems when I'm trying to teach you guys what not to do or what to see for, and I keep myself out of these situations. So I think we're gonna have to start getting ourselves into more of a bad position for safety. So we got a side of the vehicle right there. I'm gonna go ahead and slow it down. I don't like it. Side of the vehicle right here, don't like it. I'm gonna make sure I have good 360 situation awareness, and now I'm gonna go ahead and speed up. My goal is to get right next to this red truck. So right here, I want you guys to see it. Bad position, poor line of sight, escape routes to the left are terrible. I have to swerve in a lane filter position. So what I'm gonna do is roll off the throttle just a little bit, allow them to go ahead and go forward. Still bad position because I can't see. I have an intersection coming up. So what I'm gonna do is just move over. Boom, look at that. Look at that position. I have good line of sight. If something happens, I could just actually go straight, and I have a good space cushion. So that's what you're doing. You're constantly modulating your stuff. So here, right here, I feel like I boxed in. Here's that open lane. So let's say there's a car stacked in front of the Avalanche and this vehicle. I'm in an open lane. My lane is moving quicker. Who knows? One of these vehicles want to get into my lane. So my goal is to be staggered, just like in a staggered formation with other motorcyclists. I got a red light coming up. Oh, I hear the bike up ahead backfiring. So I'm going to roll up the throttle and just stay staggered. I do not want to be in blind spots or merging areas. None of that stuff. So I can lane filter, like I said, but I really don't care. I really don't care. There you go. I just want to switch lanes. Nice and slow speed stuff. Lane position. Careful, anybody wants to move into my spot. Don't like the spot. Position for safety. Give myself a space cushion. Fire rescue. He's got his turnout gear on the front of his handlebars. Not very safe, but it is what it is. And so right here, we're getting a little bit more traffic, you know? So here's that open lane. Okay, if this Jeep was going slower, this Hyundai would want to switch over, so I'm going to stay staggered. We have a big bus on the far right, not too worried about it. So when we talk about uncommon thing in a common situation, I'm not too worried about that one because they have to cross a bunch of lanes and there's already traffic kind of blocking them. We have an intersection here covering the brakes, covering everything, looking for the escape routes. You notice how it's just a consistent, ongoing process. It's a loop. We're positioned for safety, locate hazards, assess the situation and solutions, navigate possible threats. And that's what we're doing. It's a beautiful day. We got motorcyclists, wave to everybody, say hi, hi, hi. And we're gonna go ahead and get into the right lane. So I'm trying to get myself into dangerous situations here. If you notice when we watch the live streams, it's just constant. There's the side of the vehicle right there, kind of pulling out. It's constant crash, close call. And a lot of people are like, man, like, I don't want to start riding. And some people are like, I am so glad we're watching this, so I know what to do. So I'm watching out for the person behind me, lane filtering position. I'm going to stay staggered. I don't like being next to other people. Really loud. That's cool. You do what you want. Please wear some gear at some point. He's got a fire rescue turnout bag up front, so that's like his fire gear. But he's not wearing gear for his motorcycle. Anyways, usually you see like crashes all the time. That's not how it really is. I forgot to put the pin lock on this thing. That's not how it is. It's like this. You're constantly just evaluating. There's not a lot of hazards all the time. You're more concerned about road surface hazards. Jeez, that's loud. See, there it is. The open lane, almost in the motorcyclist. He fought for the spot, and he's just gonna keep going. I have this open lane over here. I'm just gonna position for safety. Just move over one lane. But that's exactly it. He's fighting for the spot. He accelerated, the indication just kept going. And that's not what you're supposed to do. Not a very smart rider. Not a very smart rider. But that's fine. You do you. I got a rescue pack in my backpack. Got a rescue pack in my saddlebag. So basically I got 2 pieces of gear just in case both of them, you know, get massive road rash. Anyways. So it's not going to be like super dangerous all the time. And that's one of the big problems when it comes to riding, is that when you're riding, you're actually not practicing your emergency, there's the open lane, emergency maneuvers. You're not practicing them because nothing really happens, and that's an easy way to get complacent. A very easy way to get complacent. Oh, nothing happened this ride. Nothing happened this ride. 100 times, nothing happened. Now the 101st and then on, it's like, I don't need to practice. I don't need to worry. I don't need to look for things. I could start zoning out. Every time you hop on the motorcycle, you zone in. Swing that leg over, you're in a different mindset. I don't know if this guy's gonna switch over, so I'm gonna kind of wait a little bit, kind of sit back a little bit here. You know what? Let's go ahead and lane filter a little bit. Let's just go ahead and lane filter. Let's just go ahead and do it. Arizona law. see if anybody gets pissed. So it's easy to get complacent. Not a lot of stuff's gonna be happening when you're out riding. So that's why you have to constantly zone in and start scanning all of the road surface hazards. The corner's coming up right here. It's a blind corner. I can't really tell where it's going. I know it's going left. I can follow the lights. I can follow, you know, where the road is right there, where the oncoming traffic is. So I'm like slowing down, constantly just like talking to myself, constantly saying, hey, slow, look, press, roll. Constantly evaluating the road surface, constantly evaluating my position when it comes to other vehicles, constantly evaluating my skills, like, oh man, that braking, that shifting I just did back there was terrible. Maybe I should start practicing a little bit more. Evaluate your skills, because when you're out on the road, you don't have a lot. You don't have a roll cage, airbags, seat belts, crumple zones. You don't have all that stuff. All you have is the gear you have on yourself, and a simple laying the bike down on your leg, snapping it, is a very real possibility. You do not want to be in that situation. So right here, I'm not worried, but I see that I have an open lane. It's an orange stage. I'm gonna kind of position myself off over here, just in case they switched over. Everything looks good. It's yellow right now over there. That means it's gonna turn green for us. And here we go. Make me look good. Make me, okay, maybe not. I guess it's a lagging left arrow. Maybe I'm an idiot. I just wanted to express, you know, this is kind of what we do. You know, we're out here riding, smart riders, making sure that we are constantly seeking out, recognizing, and understanding. Maintain your skills, acquire and use personal protective equipment, rescue if you need to, teach and mentor. I hope this gave you guys a little bit of an insight on what it is to plan your ride, kind of like the normal, typical ride that you're going to be doing to work, to your to your friend's house, to whatever. We're not speeding, we're not hauling ass, we're not, you know, being aggressive, we're being defensive. If we have to, we're on motorcycles, we can be aggressive, get ourselves out of there, because our escapes are not just braking and swerving, it's also acceleration, because we can do that because we're such a narrow profile. So we're going to continue watching these after action reviews, we're going to continue watching all these crashes and close calls, and we're going to be learning, got a bug in my eye or something. We're gonna be learning what we need to do to stay safe. So if you like what you see, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.